Hey guys, it's DiAnza here, and today I want to talk to you about the power of forgiveness. We've all faced a time in our lives, or maybe you're in that moment right now, where you have to make the conscious decision to forgive yourself or to forgive somebody who has deeply offended you. Forgiveness can be one of the most toughest decisions that we make, but forgiveness is one of the most beneficial decisions that we can make in our lives. See, forgiveness doesn't even affect the offender, but it frees the offended one. They're off living their lives not thinking anything of you or the situation while you're trapped in a prison of frustration due to unforgiveness. One of my favorite quotes says, "Unforgiveness is like drinking a poison and expecting somebody else to die from it." And that's true. When we come to a place where we have to forgive and make the conscious decision to forgive somebody who may not even deserve our forgiveness, we are letting go of a toxic emotion that is like a poison trying to root itself in our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. But how do we release and forgive somebody who has offended us? I know it's a lot easier said than done, but the one thing that we must understand about forgiveness is the fact that it's not automatic and it's not impossible. First, we must acknowledge that forgiveness is not a destination. It's a journey. It's not something that you just automatically arrive at. Forgiveness, the process of forgiveness, is something that is unique in each and every case. And no matter the pain that's addressed when you begin to forgive, the first steps are the most significant. Starting the journey to forgive somebody is so powerful in defeating darkness in forms of anger, bitterness, resentment, discouragement, vengefulness. All of these nasty, toxic emotions can do a number on your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's detrimental to your health. And many of you listening to this right now may know exactly what I'm talking about, because even as I said the word forgive, you felt like an instant rise up inside of you. But God gives us the divine power to be able to forgive, that you don't need to be afraid to forgive. It doesn't justify the offender, but it gives us the ability to move forward into the present without any limitations on ourselves and our future when we forgive. You see, you don't have to be a victim. You can be a victor, but it all starts by forgiving yourself and forgiving others. We who have received forgiveness have the power to set another free by forgiving them. Colossians 3:13 says, "Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anybody who has offended you. Remember, God has forgiven you, so you must forgive others." So to make it personal, I went through a season where I had a really tough time, a big struggle forgiving people that had just walked out of my life with no closure to the friendship or relationship. It was as if they were here one day and gone the next, and I was left feeling very hurt, very betrayed. I didn't understand, and I felt as if I opened up my heart and I poured all this time, energy, and effort into this relationships, into these friendships, and I was left feeling hurt. And through this pain, I began to realize that bitterness, resentment, anger was rising up on the inside of me. That toxic emotion was trying to grip my heart. And so through that, I decided that sometimes letting go is the better option, because holding on does way more damage sometimes than letting go. The pain that was causing the unforgiveness in my heart was just distracting me from my goals, my ministry, and I was building up walls against people who wanted to have a genuine relationship with me. You see, there is so much freedom in knowing and realizing that you can't and you won't ever control how people treat you, but you can control how you respond to it. So one day I just woke up and I hated how I was feeling. I hated how I was feeling about the situation. So the only person that has the power to change how I feel is me. So I woke up one morning and I decided that I was going to make the conscious effort to start forgiving no matter how I felt, and start moving towards my future and not dwelling on the past or what was. So today, I just want to encourage you to take a moment to search within yourself, search within your heart, and release somebody who has offended you by starting the journey to forgive. Remember that acknowledging unforgiveness is not an instant cure, but facing forgiveness, it takes courage in moving forward and taking ownership of your own life, the life that God intended you to live, free from bondage, free from the darkness that unforgiveness offers our heart. God wants you to live a life full and free of bitterness, anger, resentment, all those toxic emotions that unforgiveness offers our hearts, our minds, and our spirits. So today I pray that you have and you start the journey to forgiving somebody who needs it.